Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. Welcome back to Namaste Yoga. My name is Rebu. Today's class will be a short, I guess maybe long, depending on how you look at it, about a 45 to 50-minute practice, especially dedicated to the Black Lives Matter movement. And half of the proceeds from this session will go to weekly to a fund. This week is the George Floyd Memorial Fund. And the other half will go to my basic human needs, as I also cannot teach in studios or work really outside, much out of the home due to COVID. So stay safe if you're protesting. Remember to take care of your mind and body. And this session is just a tool for you, for your friends, for anyone, for refreshing your mind and body. There are a lot of emotional taxation and likely a lot of marching in the sun. So I march with you, and let's begin with the sound of home together. Exhale out all the air from your lungs. Inhale. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaḥ. Sarve santu nirāmayāḥ. Sarve bhadrani paśyantu. Ma kashchit duḥkha bhāgbhavet. Om Shāntiḥ, Shāntiḥ, Shāntiḥ. Feel the effect. Gently bring the arms down, palms in the lap. Your left palm in your right, thumbs, tips touching lightly, elbows relaxed. Extend through the crown of your head, root down through the base of the spine. Holding your body weight at the rib cage, not too strict, not too loose, just the middle path. Relaxing the elbows, the shoulders, the jaw. Allow the eyelids to close. Begin to notice your body in space. Allowing anything that happened before this moment, and anything that may happen after, to drift away from your awareness. Allowing you to be present now with your breathing. Without changing your breath, begin to notice how you're using your breath today. Notice how you draw the air in and follow the breath all the way as you let it out. Follow the breath as it comes in through the nostrils with your awareness at the tip of the nose. Dragging the air now along the back of the throat, deepening the inhale. And exhaling all the way to the bottom of your breath. Stay empty at the bottom. Continue. Inhale, watching the breath, feeling the cooler air enter the nostrils. Fill the lungs to the top. Hold there, retain gently without suffocation. And exhale all the way to the bottom until you're completely empty, and stay and exist empty. Continue, inhale, dragging the air along the back of the throat, breathing up the spine to the top of your head. Hover there, and exhale all the way to the bottom of your breath. Stay empty at the bottom. Inhale to bring your right palm up, facing forward. Take your peace fingers to your third eye space. Gently massage the space, unfurrowing the brow, keeping the right shoulder soft and relaxed, and the left palm in your lap. Draw energy up to the top of your head as if you're reaching up to touch a light above. And rest the right thumb on the right nostril, valving it, closing it off. Pranayama alone, nadi shodhanam, with or without retention, depending on your practice. Retention being the holding we do in between the inhale and the exhale. Beginning, inhale, draw up through the left side, breathing in only through your left nostril. Hover at the top and hold full. Switch your fingers, lifting the right exhale out of the right nostril, all the way to the bottom. Stay empty at the bottom. Inhale, breathing up through that right side, pingala, the masculine side. Exhale out of the left nostril, valving the right, so separate nostril breathing, alternating the nostrils in this variation. Inhale, filling up, clearing the nadis, purifying the channels. Exhale, switch, empty out the opposite side. Continue another 4 or 5 rounds or so, watching the breath. Without rushing or struggle or strain. Breathing in, smoothing out like a ribbon. Your long, deep, even breath. And emptying all the way to the bottom of the breath through the opposite nostril. Final round. Inhale, circulating the breathing up through the right nostril. Exhale, empty by the left side. Bring the palm down and feel the effect. Isolating into some of our joints here. Give them some care before we flow our bodies in space. So inhale to drop the chin down, opening up the back of the neck. Exhale, swing your left ear to the left side. Inhale, come back to the center, pausing, observing. Exhale, swing it over opposite side. Continue. You can always make the full circle if you'd like. Coming back to the center as you're ready. Inhale to draw your arms up overhead. Interlace your grip, keep them up there. Exhale, chin parallel to the mat. Inhale, flip your palms up to the sky, stretching through the fingertips. Pressing the thumbs to the sky and drawing the pinkies down towards the top of the head. Inhale, breathing. Exhale, bend your right elbow, hooking your left elbow behind for a half asana, arms. If you'd like to, you can bring your right arm out, turn the thumb down, reach back and try to find the palms. Keeping the chest open, draw the elbows apart. Finding your drishti to rest on one point. Gaze fixed on one point. The breath sustained and long. Release, inhale, draw the hands back up, press up through the fingers, stretch tall along through the spine. Exhale, bend your right elbow up to the sky. If you wish to, stay here or flip your left palm down. Reach back and try to find your palms together. Draw the elbows across, away from each other. And again, rest your gaze softly one point. Breathing into the chest, the heart space, anahata. Openings, lungs. And then gently releasing the palms down to the side. All right, so we're going to separate our feet and I'll turn for you here. So rolling over your knees, if that's okay for your body, to come to a tabletop position. Or you can, of course, swing your legs around and come into the same position. Pressing the pads of the tops of the feet to the floor, spread your palms out wide. Crown of the head to the front of your room. Inhale, draw your belly down, turn your gaze up to the sky. Bhadraāṇi, Uttanasana, cat and cow. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, cubits to the navel. Inhale, continue, gazing up to the sky, waking up the spine. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push up into a downward facing dog. Begin to pedal through your feet. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stretching the calves. Making sure to prioritize the length of your spine. You can always bend your knees as you need to. Try to direct your gaze up towards your navel, Nadi Chakra Drishti, without struggle or strain, and finding 5 moments, cycles to breathe here. If you need to, you could also just breathe 5 breaths into your balasana if it's a bit of a slower start for you today. Just listening to your body. Breathing here for 1, 2, 3, circulating the breathing, 4, and 5. Bend your knees, look forward. You can walk, step, hop. Maybe walking the first round, hang at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, spine straight. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, belly to thighs, chest to knees. Inhale, rising up all the way. Maybe an optional back bend, reaching up and back. Exhale, Samasthiti, Namaskar, feet together. Inhale, arms up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, bow and fold, Uttanasana. Trini, inhale, head up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or hop back, lowering down in your plank pose, elbows in, or use your knees. Push your toes forward. Inhale, come up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can always come down to Child's Pose Balasana if you'd like to implement that. Otherwise, gaze at your navel and breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knees, look where you want to go. Again, step, walk, hop to travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming up, fingers together, reach up and back, Anahatasana. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samasthiti. Anubatasana, excuse me. Continue again, inhale, arms up, gaze up, look up, take a little back bend, hips forward. Exhale, come down, forward fold, Uttanasana, breathe. Inhale, Trini, head up, gaze forward, breathing, long spine. Chaturanga, jump back, plank pose. Inhale, coming up, push your toes forward, hips forward, gaze up. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pausing here, just breathe. Try to gaze to your navel or drop down to your knees and rest your third eye on the mat in Balasana, 5 rounds of breath. So breathing in your child's pose or your downward dog, expanding the rib cage, deepening the breathing, noticing, observing the thoughts as the chitta vrittis circulate in the waves of the mind. Jump, use your breath as an anchor. Last breath here, coming to our down dog if you are in child's pose. Bend your knees, look forward, step or walk, hop. Top of the mat, inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And add a little side bending here. So I'll turn towards you. You can keep facing the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up overhead, interlacing the grip, stretch up to the sky. Exhale, push your hips over to the left, stretch your upper body to the right. Ardha Chandrasana with your right shoulder to the front and your left hip forward. Keep the chin lifted, stretching into that side body, evening the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale to come up through the center, fill up the lungs. Exhale, second side, push your hips to the right, upper body to the left, left shoulder to the front of the room, right hip forward. Everything in line like you could slide your 2 panes of glass. Lift the chin up, keep reaching now, breathe into the side body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back up to the center, drop the head back. Push your hips forward for a back bend, Anuvitasana, so you can just bend the elbows. Take a small heart opener, back bend, or maybe you're reaching way back with your palms together. Relax your head and neck. Inhale to come up, strong spine. Exhale, sit down like you're going into a little chair. Reach the hips back, arms forward or tired arms, bring them to your hands center, maybe even work into the wrists a little bit. Find some stillness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, you know what to do. Step or hop back into your plank. Lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, push those toes forward. Urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Or option B, Balasana. 5, breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circulating the breathing, clearing the channels. 5, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Top of your mat. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Roll the shoulders down the back. Jaw engaging Mula Bandha. Press down through the floor. Take a moment to breathe. Padangusthasana. Bend your knees. Hop your feet apart. 2 fists width. Inhale, hands to your hips. Exhale, fold yourself. Reach down, grab your toes. If you can't quite do that, you can bend your knees, grab your toes there. Inhale, halfway lift in this version. Maybe begin to straighten your legs, press the knees back. Exhale, pull, belly to rise, chest to knees, face on the head below the knees. Keep pressing your knees back like you're trying to touch the back of the room. Tilt your hips up, stretch your spine down. Listen to the breathing, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, relax the head and face. 4, 5, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale there. Palms to your hips. Inhale to come up. Step your feet back together. Roll the shoulders down the spine. We'll do a little standing sequence here, and then we'll get more into our hips and some deep stretches on the floor for people that have been walking a lot lately in the protest, or just any reason at all, actually. Okay, Uttita Trikonasana. Starting at the top of your mat, right foot steps back. Turn the right toes to the side. 2 heels in one line. Extend your arms out. Keep that chest square to the side. Inhale, reaching your left fingertips forward. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm up, turn your gaze up to the sky. Keep pressing through that back heel. 1. Breathing here. 2. Looking at the thumb, Antara Drishti to the sky. 3. 4. 5. Inhale to come up. Squaring off the hips a little bit more. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down. Maybe bringing your hand to your shin, inside of your foot or outside of your foot, or maybe a block too. Bhavantu Trikonasana, revolve triangle can be a bit more of a balance. Make sure you ground the back heel. Keep those hips in one line. Rotate the chest open, rotate the ribs. Twisting out, detoxifying the body. Really nice for that outer hip on the left side. Glutes, hamstring. Keep breathing here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Taking it down. Walking your back foot in. Hands to the hips. We're going to rise up here for a second to square our hips. For pyramid pose, Paśyantu. More advanced, you could bring your palms together behind you in a reverse prayer. Also really nice for opening up the pecs and the shoulders behind you like this. Don't have to do that though. You can start with your hands at your heart or your palms overhead. So choose a mudra or a gesture that best suits you. I need the shoulder, or not little, but I need the shoulder opener, so I'm going to go for this. So take a nice deep breath in here, square the hips, and then exhale, bow and fold over your left leg. Try to keep your spine long. Keep that right hip coming forward, left hip up and back. And anytime you need to, you can touch your hands more to the floor. You could bend your knee to get that spine long in the thigh. You can bring your chin to your knee, your forehead to your knee. Or keep looking forward beyond the tip of your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale to come up. Press through the feet. Engage in the core. Engaging a little bond. Release your mudra to the front. Stepping forward. Give your right knee a little squeeze into the chest. I'll turn for you here. You're going to open the right knee. Plug the heel in either above your knee, below your knee, down here at the ankle. Vrikshasana, before our second side. If you wish to, take your hands up overhead. Take the space to just be calm and meditate with the breathing, with the fixed gaze. 1 point. And inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, releasing down, your hands, your legs. We'll do our second side. So again, you're facing the top of your mat still. I'll just turn for angles. Trikonasana, Uttita Trikonasana. Step your left foot back, turn your toes to the side. Right toes are forward, hips square to the side. Extend your arms out. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, again, you may stop at the thigh. Might get further to the ankle, or one day today, grab the toe. Turn the shoulders in line. Trikonasana, you're a triangle here. Strengthening through the legs. Twisting and gazing up to the sky gently. Antara Drishti to the sky. Look at the thumb and breathe here. Hearing all the sounds around you. hearing the sound of your breath. Pressing through the feet, inhale, strong core, come up through the center. I have to walk my back foot in a little bit, make sure the hips are square. Exhale, come down. You could bring your left hand to your shin, to the inside of the foot, or the outside of the foot, or even a block. I have blocks out there, but you can put one here. And then revolve your rib cage, your right shoulder, your right arm up to the sky, even your gaze. Press through your back heel, we'll pause here, 5 breaths. Pressing through your back foot, inhale to come all the way up. And again, we have the hands at the hips, square your hips. You can take that prayer mudra behind you if you'd like for our pyramid pose, paśyantu, or hands to the heart, hands overhead. Square your hips, back heel is in line with the front heel. Small step of heart. Inhale, breathing here. Exhale, you come down. Keep extending long through the spine. If you need to, you can bend the front knee. Keep sending the right hip back, the left hip forward. Forehead to knee, chin to chest, or even chin to the shin. Relax and breathe as much as you can. For 5. 1. 2, breathing. 3. 4. 5. Press through the feet. Inhale, come up. Releasing your mudra, hands to the hips. Exhale, stepping forward, your left foot. Give yourself a little squeeze. Knee hugs in. And then gently opening the hip. Plugging your heel either below or above on your thigh. Ground down. Rise up. Keep lifted in the rib cage. Hands to the heart, maybe even arms overhead to remind your core to stay engaged. Find something that suits you and pause here. Concentrate, meditate. And slowly releasing. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, everything comes down. Pausing here in the center and taking our float. Inhale, rising arms up, gaze up, look up. Exhale, away, uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Trini, head up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, check body, jump back, empty out all the way to the bottom. Inhale, filling up. Gaze up beyond the tip of the nose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at your navel, or if you'd like, bring your feet down and your knees down into Balasana. 5, breathing here. Last deep breath, coming back up to your down dog if you were in child's pose. Let's get into the right leg. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee and open that hip. Keeping your left heel pressing down. Stretching across the right front of the hip. Side body stretch. Opening the hip. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, draw your foot in. Softly, quietly put it down. Untuck your back toes. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, rising up. Arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace your grip if you can behind you. Ashwin with a little mudra variation. So arching up and back. Opening up the chest and shoulders. Squeezing shoulder blades to each other. Maybe palms close together. Gaze up. If that's too much, gaze forward. Releasing the arms up to the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, planting your palms down for a little flow here. Inhale, lunging forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg, or any amount of straight. It can be bent a bit. That's fine. Inhale to come forward, Anjaneyasana variation. Exhale, come back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Half forward, Hanuman pose. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Inhale to come forward. Keep breathing. Exhale to come back. Stay back. Point the toe first. Touch the toes to the floor. You can press down. Stretch the top of your foot. And then flex the foot all the way back. Stretching the back of the leg. Take a breath here. If you need to, you could come up on blocks. Or even up high. Or you could bow the head. And then find that point of greatest resistance in your posture. Like arrow to a target, send a breath there. Healing energy, imagining lengthening, opening, healing of this space. As you're ready, gently lunge back forward, walking your right foot all the way over to the right. We come to Sasana pigeon pose. So you might want to use a block or something like a block if you have to bring it to the inside of your foot and come up a little higher. Or you could even use a block to rest your arms down, or even come even lower onto the floor. But we're getting here into the groin area, into the hip, and even if you roll open your right foot, perhaps more to the inner thigh area. If there's any other variation that you'd like to take, like coming up onto the leg, or even reaching up and back, grabbing your back foot, take time to explore which version is best for you today. So more of an active upright version, or maybe down here, stretching, holding. Okay, so take about 2 more rounds of breath here. As you're ready, you have the block, removing the block. Framing your foot once again, slowly walking your foot over to the left side, bringing your heel in towards you, and setting your right knee down towards the corner of your mat for Ekapada Vrajakapatasana or pigeon pose. So this is where a block or 2 blocks might come in handy too. You could sit on a block here, keeping your hips as square as you can. Or if you don't need the block, sitting your bum on the floor. If you need more intensity, change the angle, bring your foot more forward parallel. So no rush, get into the pose. Again, we're focusing on healing some of those spaces that can get really tight when we're holding a lot of emotional stress, or even just marching for long hours or sitting for a long time at your job, contributing to the world the way you do. Everyone needs hip openers. So pigeon pose here, or come all the way down, even onto your mat further, forehead on the mat. Take a few moments here to breathe into the backs of the lungs. Give yourself a space to slow down. Calming the nervous system with those inhales by the nose. And those extended exhales to the bottom of the breath. And slowly starting to walk up if you're leaning forward. Releasing any tension in the jaw that might have come. Releasing the block out from the right side. Here we're going to lean onto the left side. Swing that left leg around. So I'll turn towards you. And camp this left foot outside of the right thigh. If that's okay for you, stay there. Or you can also just sit cross legs if that's too difficult. To go to the full pose, our double pigeon, or Gomukhasana pose, as it's called, to cow face, cross your knees. Okay? You might feel some intensity in the hips. We want that. So drawing your arms up overhead. Take that nice long stretch up through the spine, the fingers. And exhale, bring your palms down, chin to chest. Maybe you bow here. Slowly as we stay in the posture, you can bring yourself more forward, further forward, maybe even eventually or right away resting the forehead to the knee. So finding our strength sometimes means just being still, calming the waters a bit. All action comes from stillness, so give yourself permission to be still in this moment and breathe. Slowly walking the palms up. So now we're going to allow the top leg to come out even further, bhajanishasana. There's so many versions of this posture, so you can do one that suits you. You can bring your heel in here towards the inner thigh. If you want to try Triamukha Akpada Triamukha, I can't think of what it's called now. Akpada Paśyantu. Yeah, that's it. Triamukha Akpada Paśyantu. You can bend in your knee just for a different variation and see what muscle groups, what shape helps target those muscle groups. So trying that, regular Janishasana A or Triamukha Akpada Paśyantu. Inhale, draw your arms overhead, stretching up. Exhale, bow it forward. So even if this doesn't mean, you don't bow very far forward, we know that it's not about forcing or finding the maximum flexibility of all time, but just finding that space of resistance, breathing some ease and love into that space, caring for your body, being grateful for this vessel. So just watch your breath. Maybe bow even further as your body gives yourself space, or even grabbing around the foot. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to come up. If you have that leg bent, bring it all the way back in. So, and this one we'll just kind of do a version of Kanchasana. So if your body is feeling pretty inflexible today, you can grab behind your knee and lift your leg up here. If it's enough to just sit with your leg down, that's fine. Eventually, trying to get the leg up high. Take a long breath here. Exhale, pull the leg in and up. So again, you don't have to be up so high this way. You can also just lift the leg if this is a deep enough stretch. Just one more breath here. Crossing the ankles, and then we'll roll over, flow through our vinyasa. So roll over the knees, step or hop back, lower yourself down. Inhale, come up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, or Balasana by breathing. And we'll do the second round. Sinking the hips towards the heels, lengthening through the fingertips. Here in that down dog, making sure your gaze is gently, softly towards the navel. Long spine. And shifting back forward to down dog from your child's pose. Long meet there, left side. Inhale, left leg comes up to the sky, bend the knee, pausing here, three-legged dog. If you're doing more active practice today, you could flip into a back bend. Here I'll stay today. Take a breath and gently guide that left foot forward, plant the foot, drop the back knee. Rising up for Anjaneyasana variation here, grabbing, interlacing the grip, pulling the palms down, chest open, lunging deep here. Stacking your knee over your ankle. Pause. Log off the thoughts and into your breath. Loving and thanking your thoughts, but letting them go just as quickly as they come in. Focus on the breathing. Inhale to get the arms up. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Inhale, lunging forward to flow here. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Bow forehead to knee. We've been here before. Inhale to lunge forward. Exhale to come back. Inhale to lunge forward. Exhale, come back here, Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose. Point the toe, bow the head. Again, if you're more flexible, you practice a lot and you want to go into your full splits, as I mentioned before, but you could totally do a full Hanumanasana here if that's in your practice. But here, just breathing some love into the hands, the glutes, stretching the top of the foot. Bow and rest the head, rest the mind. Next breath, gently guide yourself forward, walking that left foot all the way over to the left, or Uttan Kristasan. So we'll do that and then we'll do our pigeon pose again. So coming into this first, this time, the block is on the inside of my legs and my foot, or I come down to the forearms. You want to try another version, coming up onto the thigh, or even all the way down to the floor. Taking 5 breaths here. 3, breathing. 4. And 5, coming up and walking the left foot over to the left. Bringing that heel in, sliding your right leg way back. Again, you might need to sit on a block or several blocks, no problem there. You could even try to get a more uncomfortable and active posture, especially if it's something you avoid. Maybe come up a little more active first, and then proceed, come down into your bhadraṇi, your pigeon pose. And here we breathe, here we stay. 3, 4, 5, coming all the way up. Moving your tops and swinging your right leg around, and cross the ankle so you can keep facing the same way. Or cross the heels. Or the whole posture. Your double on your arms across on the pelvis. Rising your arms and stretch up. Exhale, forward. Maybe bring it here. Down. Bow forward the snake, stay up, bend direct where eye, stay up. Close your eyes. Breathing long. Watch your eyes, feeling. Follow your empty. Slowly coming up your asana. It's called asana. Spinning the arrow around. So it's like you're this time. If you want to try to back asana, start me up. Bring the legs. Always only okay. Down. Do that tiny fold, making the back all the way down, taking out the ground. Rest your wrists. Touch the right. And really, taking another breath. And exhale down, bow the head. Breathe through the back, muscle, back of your knee. Air, heart, mind, space. Bring this direct around your lungs. Breathing. Exhale, water going down. So, you can either knee your knees, sway, or bring your hand in. You can see just another stretch like this, let it back.
swallow. Inhale, take one, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale together, way. Exhale, bring the legs, yourself hug. Asana, pose. Knees on the ground, rock your palms on wide, focus. Getting into the center space, five, now. Take a breath here, and shift, asana, stay here, now you're down, last. No struggles or force, find the silence for your body, walking. And let's start out our back side. Slow breath, maybe find the water, so sometimes an optimum like feel energy is okay, very good. That's not always every time, but I'm able to see your time before we have that. Go around the mat, lifting your toes up. So your leg is like dolphin, very square to down. Be enough. Work your arms down. Bring your head down. Tight shoulders. Underneath. Yes. Feel the circles go. Maybe a little hold it for a time. For a while. We're trying to be simply one leg at a time. You can try that. Or we can try simply tucking here. Knee in, one time, and going up down. So you can move to a wall if you need to. Keep the strong engagement of the shoulders. You want to play a little bit with your feet. I know I always get some snap, crackle, pops in my hips. Try not to press the head down. Use the shoulders, lift that energy up towards your mula bandha, your genital area, your core. Slowly come down. Stay down, don't move the head. Into your balasana or your child's pose, fetus pose. And feel the effect. Pressing through the hips, slowly start to roll up. Eyes could be closed or softly open. Swinging your legs around. We'll come into our final shavasana. Bring your arms out, slowly lowering. Bring your palms wide, chin on the mats. Slowly relax your eyes. Close the lids. My whole body is completely relaxed. Relax the feet and toes. Relax the ankles, the calves, the knees. Relax the thighs, the hips, the glutes. Relax the belly. Relax the ribs. Relax the heart space. Notice your right arm, right palm, right fingers. Notice your left palm, left arm, left fingers. Awareness to the center of the throat, the back of your head, the top of your head, your face. Releasing the jaw, lips, muscles around the lips. Softening the nose, the eyes. And finally,
Resting your awareness at the brow center. And drop 2 to 3 inches back. Remaining on your back completely absorbed. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaḥ. Sarve santu nirāmayāḥ. Sarve bhadrani paśyantu. Kashchit duḥkha bhāgbhavet. Om Shāntiḥ, Shāntiḥ, Shāntiḥ. Inhale and exhale. Remaining in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. Or perhaps you wish to roll onto one side and bring yourself up to a seat. You can remain with your eyes closed, feeling the effect of your practice as long as you like in seated meditation or in Shavasana on your back. Feeling the prana through the nadis. You come to your seats. Feel the wave of breath through your body as you lay, completely surrendered with your weight to the floor. And at the same time, feeling lifted through the top of your head. Remembering our mantra today, Sarve bhavantu sukhinaḥ. Sarve santu nirāmayāḥ. Sarve bhadrāṇi paśyantu. Kashchit duḥkha bhāgbhavet. Roughly translated, may all beings be happy and prosperous. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings know spiritual wellness. Om Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Remember that half of your donations go to the Black Lives Matter movement. And please support if you can, and keep practicing. Feel free to DM me if you have any questions. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.